The cloth plugin is found within your built-ins within the geometry plugins and the dynamics folder. And when we drag this up into our scene tree or scene tree editor, you can see that it looks like a rectangle that just kind of melts away here. So to set this up, what we'll do first is just go into our server and we can grab an image on here. So we have some flags in here and we can just grab any flag and just drag it up onto our cloth here. Now what we're going to do is go into our cloth setting by clicking on the cloth icon, and we're going to start adjusting some of the properties within the cloth setting. Now first thing that we want to do is increase our WindX here so that we can start to see the cloth. And we see the mapping here, so we're going to go into the mapping before anything else and change this. And we're just going to change the mapping here to vertex. And now it pins that texture to the cloth. We'll go back into the cloth settings here. So we have a bunch of settings that will affect the cloth. Up top we have the elastic setting, so we can increase or decrease the elasticity of this cloth. We also have a dampening factor, which dampens the movement of the cloth. There's a tessellation direction U, so we can increase the tessellation of it on the U and also on the V. There's a speed, so we can increase the speed of the wind here or decrease the speed of the wind. There's a WindX, and we adjusted that earlier to get our cloth to blow here. And this is the wind direction blowing in the X. Here's the wind Y direction, which will affect it on the Y axis. And then we have the wind Z as well, which will push or pull the wind in the Z position. There's also a turbulence here and a turbulence factor, which you can also increase or decrease. Then we have a gravity, which we can increase or decrease again. And if we reset our turbulence here, the gravity, as we increase it, will pull it down, affecting the gravity, both on the X and on the Y. So as we decrease the gravity on the Y, you can see how it will pull this flag down. The gravity Z will push or pull it forwards or backwards, depending on what your numbers are. And then we have a scaling that we can scale this up both on the U width and the V width as well. Now to further enhance this flag, you could go in there and add some material on it just to add some shading to it. So if we drag our default white material on it, and then we'll come into our transformation axis editor here and just scale everything up and move it over. And you notice when you do move this, how it affects the cloth. And after a couple of seconds, it will readjust. So now you have some shading on that flag as well. You could come back into your cloth setting and start adjusting all of the properties within here to get the flag how you need it. So this is one way to do a waving flag within Vizrt.